Hello everybody, this is Adrienne Mead, the Ascension Soul Coach. So today I'm going to do a reading on Harry and Meghan. So we've all seen the news that Meghan and Harry are quitting the royal family. So I haven't been on here for a while, but I have, believe you me, I've been watching everything. I took a 6-week break just like they did, and I knew that when they came back on the scene that things were going to change. But I just didn't want to talk about it, let it play out, because we all wanted to see Harry happy, and we wanted to just let things play out for a little bit. But you know, they came back yesterday, which was the 7th, and today is the 8th, January the 8th, 2020, and now they've announced that they're quitting. However, there's a little glitch in the system because the Queen of Buckingham Palace says that they have not spoken to Harry and Meghan about finalizing those decisions. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to read. I'm going to see where this is coming from, whether Meghan and Harry actually want to leave and they decided on their own, or were they actually kicked out by the Queen. So I'm going to do a reading on that today. So let's get ready to do the read. Okay, so the first set of cards I'm going to use is called the Archetypes and Shadows. Maybe you can see this. So I'm going to read about right now I'm going to do 2 cards. One is going to be Meghan, one is going to be Harry. And I want to know what they're feeling about them leaving the royal family. So I'm going to just pull 2 cards about just, you know, where they are, who they are in making this decision. Like, how are they coming out? So this is going to be Meghan, and then we're going to do one more for Harry. Okay, they came out pretty quick. How they're feeling about leaving the royal family. So, there we go. Meghan card is provider. And with Harry's card, we have fairy godmother. Okay. So Meghan feels like she can just go out in the world. She's going to have the money to make. She's going to go out there. She's going to find money to take care of the family. That she feels like she's going to be the provider of the family now. And Harry's going to follow her, go where she wants to go. If it's to America or to Canada, whatever. And she's going to find money. She has friends, and she's going to be able to provide for the family. Because one of the things they said was that they want to be financially independent. Okay, and then Harry. Fairy godmother. Let's see, what would that mean? Harry thinks he's the fairy godmother. Fairy godmother in every story comes in and makes everyone else's wish come true. She has the magic wand. She fulfills dreams, right? So Harry feels like his title, and he is the magic to his name, his power, his status, whatever. It's going to be the power that gives her the ability to become the provider. So he provides the magic, the fantasy, or dreams come true. In other words, the savior. And she's going to be the wise, logical provider. That's how they're going to make this work. And this is how he's feeling right now. This is how she's feeling. Okay, so that's that. Really weird. Okay, but I'm going to give you a reading now on... I'll give you 9 cards. This is Sibylla, the Gypsy Oracle cards. I'm going to give you a reading on actually what's happening with them in the royal family. What is this thing that's going on between Harry, Meghan, and the royal family? Is this not going down the way the royal family thought it was going to be? I think she trumped their card by announcing, hold on, announcing sooner than they anticipated what was going to happen. They knew, Harry and Meghan knew what was going to happen, but they wanted to put it out there their own way. So let's see what kind of chaos this has caused in the family today. Okay, so I'm going to pull 9 cards out. Okay, So we're going to pull out 9 cards. It's the middle card. Okay, it's been a week. Okay, so we have this card. Uh-oh, they're starting to throw. This card was first. This card was second. Ah! Let's get these cards out. Alright, we just need 3 more cards, people. Alright, too many. 3 more cards. Okay. Okay, 2 more cards. Two more cards. Okay, that came out last. That came out first. So we got 9 cards. Let's put these together, see what's going on with the royal family and Meghan and Harry. So, always want to start out with the middle card. The middle card came out was money. The first card came out was money. So everything was revolving around money, finances, home life. If you look at this picture, there is a whole badule of money on this table. Okay, so let's read it. There, at the bottom of all this, we're going to read here as what's below, what's currently being shown, what people are thinking and what people are feeling. Feeling, showing, thinking. Thinking, see, feeling, showing, thinking. Okay. So money is the big root of all this thing. So at the beginning, we have this love. This innocent love. Maybe this is baby Archie. Maybe this is the love between Harry and his family. It could be the love between Harry and Meghan. Alright? But it's a baby. And it's a cherub. And it's about the baby. I believe. But there's a surprise. But But there's a surprise. This also represents fishing for money, opportunities, wealth. He's catching fish. All right? Merchant. Big surprise, big loot, big... Oh my God. So then we have a second card, which is the child. Okay. So the love of this child, there's a surprise regarding this child. There's a love of this child. So they're using the child as the basis for the decisions that they're making right now. Archie, their family, but it's really about the baby. Wow. So there's a letter that's come. information notice. But they gave a letter of resignation, didn't they? Talking about they're wanting their own independence, financial wealth. Because they feel like they're in a prison. They've stepped back, they've given a resignation because they felt like they've been in a prison. And they want to be independent. Now, this can also be Harry. He feels chained. He feels in the middle of all this. He feels changed. No matter which way he goes, there's an issue. This family's not going to like him if he doesn't do what Meghan wants. He feels like he's stuck. But they've made this decision to give notice. Now, this card is fragility. Fragility. Someone wants to be released out of the cocoon and fly and have a less hard life. Like they don't want technically to be frivolous, but they want to be free and do what they want to do without all the pressures. But there's a death. Transformation. In the royal family. All right, so let's read this all together because it could be military, it could be guard, it could be fighting, right? Okay, so let's read it together. So there's this new news about this relationship. It could be about this child. They're using the child as the reasons for them giving the surprise information to the queen because they want, and they also want to be independent because they feel chained. They want to be free, do what they want to do. They want to put an end to the fighting. They want to be free, and they want to put an end to the fighting. They're always up in arms. Okay, so this is what they're thinking, this is what they're showing, and this is what they're feeling. See, a lot of news and everything is talk about the baby all the time. Archie. Was she pregnant? Did she have the baby? You know, is she having another baby? Is she using Harry? Is she using Archie? That's not Archie. Blah, 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 blah. So she loves her baby. And I think that's her baby, her and Harry's baby. Did she carry it? I'm going to keep saying that. I don't think she carried the child. But it's her child. And for the love of the baby and all the things, they don't want the same thing to happen to the baby that's happening to them, which is this scrutiny in the media in England. So they're leaving. And it has been a surprise announcement to everyone. I mean, people we all knew, but today was a surprise. And for the British royal family not to know about it, it's a surprise. So they gave the notice about being financially independent. This is what they're showing so they can leave this prison that they feel that they're in. Okay. Because overall they want to put an end to all the fighting. That's what's happening. This is why they decided to do this. They just wanted to end it. Done, over with, okay? So we're going to read this as past, present, future. So they believed that love was free. They didn't mind talking to the news about their love. They came into this British royal family fresh face, thinking everything was going to be great. They didn't mind talking to the news, the people giving interviews about the relationship because it was a new love. They felt that they really were in love. They felt like this was a good relationship. This is in the past. It's new, it's fresh. They were innocent. This is what they felt. This is what Harry and Meghan felt. But then that love soon died for the media. They felt they were being used for money. And also Meghan was using her royal status for money as well. Like the news people were getting paid for all the stories they were putting out there, and people were using them to get rich. Well, she was using other people to get rich. You know, she's selling her name, her title, her status with her friends, and through merching herself and their items. And she saw it as an opportunity, but everybody else says they didn't like it. They saw it as she was an opportunist. She felt the media was an opportunist. The media and the people in the UK felt she was an opportunist. So that relationship, that newness wore off. It died, it transformed, because it all became about a money-making scheme on both sides. This is present. This is where they are now. It's about money. It's about opportunity. It's about things are changing. Everything is done. This relationship is over with. And in the future, I don't think it's going to end up well. In the future, she's going to be more guarded. There'll be more fights. Harry, as I said before, as I'm reading this card, is going to feel like he's in hell. It's not what he thinks. It's not really what he wants. Not the way he wants it. And Archie's going to be affected by all this. And there could be another baby coming. And I would think she'd want another baby because she really wants to be in this royal family. She wants to solidify her relationship in the royal family. And there may be fights over the baby as well. That's the other thing. There could be fights over the baby. Everybody keeps saying that the British family or the Queen owns all the kids. So there could be a fight that causes more distress over this baby, Archie. So that's where we are now. Okay? This is what's happening now. Okay. So, I'm going to read these cards. These are my new Duck Soup Tinker Tarot. Tinker's Damn Tarot. So my question is what Meghan wants to come out of this, leaving and going to Canada, spending half the time in Canada or North America and the UK, is that going to work out for her? Is she going to be financially free? Is she going to have the money, make the money she thinks she can make overseas to be financially free, her and Harry, from the royal family? So that's going to be my reading right now. Will she succeed in getting opportunities, business opportunities, film, whatever, to be successful and financially independent from the royal family? Will this work out for her? And I'm going to throw 3 cards out. Okay? Just 3. Really quick. Okay. We got 1. Too many. 2. 1 more card. Oops. That's how I shuffle, y'all know. We got 5. You're gonna shuffle one more time and get just this 1 card out. Harry, outcome. So, sorry people, cards messed up. We got 3 cards right now. We've got the 5 of Air, which is the 5 of Swords. We got it's called Enslavement, which is the Devil's card. And we have the 10 of Fire, 10 of Rods. Okay. So there's still going to be a lot of fighting. 10 of Swords, the 5 of Air, which is 5 of Swords. There'll be a lot of writing and communicating. arrows. This is feathers, so flocks back and forth. No direction, no strategy. No real strategy. A lot of writing, but a lot of conflict going on here. They're going to be slaves. They're going to be, this is an addiction, to work, to find the work, to be addicted to the money, addicted to the work, to make, they're going to try to make everybody, well, they're going to try to become very popular. They're going to try to work very hard to make the money and prove everyone wrong that they can make it on their own. They're going to become a slave to that, trying to make everybody think that they are successful, to do whatever they need to do so that they don't need to go back, because there they feel like they're slaves, but they're just going to be slaves and trying to find money, okay? Trying to find things and opportunities that really work for them. But you know, when they leave the royal family, if this is happening, they lose a lot of status. Like Diana was to me, Diana was an icon of her own. They could never take that from her even when she divorced Prince Charles, because she had made it her own. She grew up and created this persona who became this icon. So at that point, when she divorced Prince Charles, she was her own woman. She was already an icon. This Meghan is not. Harry is loved, but he's not either. So they're going to become slaves to always trying to prove everybody wrong, that they can do it on their own. In the end, they're going to work very hard. This is 10 of Rods. The thumb is down on here, though. Now, they're going to work hard. They're going to be the cog, and they're going to be rotating and working and working and working, and they're going to achieve some things, but the thumb is down, which means it's not going to work. I know 10 of Rods in the typical tarot means success. You get what you want out of life. You work hard and you get out of life what you want. But this one is saying they're going to always be working. They're like the average Joe person here working here, right? They don't have status. They're in the middle of the wheel working hard. And what they want, they are not going to achieve, not the way they want to. So that is my outcome. They're not going to achieve what they want to achieve, because they're going to lose status once they leave the family. Okay, that's that read. And I want to do one more reading for you on them, and it is on the Symbolon. Well, let's do a relationship read. How about that? Let's do a relationship read on Harry and Meghan. Where are they right now? Because I project by the end of the year, they're going to be announcing a divorce. So I want to read on that right now. Where's the relationship headed? How are they? So I'll pull two cards. One, how is the relationship now? And where is the relationship headed? Just two cards. Two. Harry and Meghan. Prince Harry and Meghan. Where is the relationship now? Where is it headed? Just need one more card. One more card. And it fell out. This relationship now, this is where it's headed. Relationship now is the hatred conspiracy. There's a lot. Oh, look at, she is kicking him. I always think Harry is the younger one in the family, in the relationship. He's the more insecure one. She's the secure one. She is kicking him because she didn't get what she wanted. He can't protect her. He wants to, but he can't. And she's overbearing. So this is called the hatred conspiracy. This is where they are now. He's in a shell. She's kicking him. Okay, and then where is it headed? Enlightenment. What does that mean? I think they're going to get an idea of what they're, and this person's alone in this picture. Enlightenment means I now know what I want. I've released a lot of demons, a lot of addictions in this relationship, and someone's going to come to terms and say, I know what I want and I'm going for it, and I may go for it alone. You know, Harry's on a lot of, rehabs. He's been in rehab. He's trying to get himself back together. Some people say he's had a breakdown over this relationship. a nervous breakdown. So I think this may be Harry, and he's going to transform from this little frightened little and the boy, and this child's redheaded, to a person who's enlightened, who takes control of his life, gets the help he needs, and becomes the man he needs to be. And that may be done alone. Eventually, first he has to become enlightened, because if you're addicted to someone in a love addiction, or everybody's saying that Meghan's a narcissist, which I believe she does have tendencies of a narcissist, just from what I know and read and heard about her and the way she acts, that he needs to break free from that addiction and from that controlling personality that she is, and he get enlightened, and he makes decisions to come out of this relationship. That's in the next year. This was in this year, 2020. Because I think I told y'all last year, by the end of this year, the Queen's going to be announcing that they're going to be getting a divorce. I think this right here is the mountain. He's crossing over the mountain, getting away from that life. Become at peace with himself, with his mother's death and all the other things that's been bothering him. But I think he's got some type of bipolar issue, or Harry's got some issue that only medication and therapy or counseling is going to help him overcome. But part of it is this love addiction he has with Meghan. Okay, that's what they're headed. Okay. And then the last reading I'm going to do today is going to be for just the prayer cards. These are the Spirit Angels Oracle cards. Angel Oracle cards. And so, word of advice for them, for their relationship and their life, where it's turning right now, where it's headed right now. I'm going to just throw out one card, and it's the Holy Spirit one card to help understand this relationship and things that they need to move forward and to be happy and peaceful, whether they're together or separate, what they need. Okay. Okay, it says, wow, Angel of Love. I'm going to read it to you. It says, love is the main road to God. Love others and nature will lead to the Lord. This is two people married. Remember I asked you about the relationship. They need guidance. They need peace. They need someone to come in and intervene. If they're ever going to stay together, they need to love each other. They need to embrace each other, stick with each other, if they want the relationship to last. And they got to love each other people too. They can't just, this is great if they stay together and they want to be together, but they have other people around them. They have the baby, they have their family. Meghan doesn't deal with her family. She has torn him away from, okay, I won't say just her. He has allowed it, but her coming into his life has pulled him away from his family. So this is great if you got the two of you together and you stand firm on the foundation of love. But love is not just between these two people for things to work. I mean, we have a relationship. We want to protect our relationship and secure it from outside forces, but you still have family. And the way you treat your family and your friends and other people is an indication of how you may treat your partner. And this, the way she's been treating her family and the way he's allowing her to treat his family, is breaking them apart, not bringing them together. Love. She can't show love the way she needs to. She's a controlling person. This is where they are now. Hatred. This is where they need to be. And not just for each other, but for everyone. So that's my reading today regarding Meghan and Harry. Thank y'all for joining me today. They have a lot to do, a lot to work on. They also have a lot to deal with the royal family. There's a lot of things that needs to be finalized. Harry and Meghan have just taken the Queen for a loop by announcing this without really finalizing, getting the final approval from the Queen to make the announcement. They're right now in a very tough spot. The 6 weeks gave them a little bit more clarity about what they wanted to do, but I think they knew the Queen was going to boot them out, as far as knowing this is still not working. It's still not working. So they took the leap and they decided to just throw it out there before the Queen had a chance to announce it, or the Buckingham Palace had a chance to announce it. I think that was very rude. If they wanted to calm some of the bickering and fighting that's been going on, and that probably wasn't the best thing to do. I think it's just caused more hard feelings. Their relationship is in the toilet right now. They're trying to hold on to it. Harry has not come into who he's supposed to be yet in this relationship, and it's going to take a little bit of time for him to understand that he needs to break away from Meghan. Not because I don't believe Meghan is a horrible person. I just think that she's a controlling person. She knows what she wants. She may be narcissistic, has a lot of narcissism in her. What actor doesn't? All right, but they weren't a right match. I think this is a karmic relationship. It's about to end. Archie's going to be in the middle of it. She may try to get pregnant again so she can secure, or have another baby again, so that she can secure Harry and being in his family forever time, in case something happens to the heir, which is Archie. You got to have the spare, right, too. And but if she didn't have the baby, really, she actually had a surrogate, she may not have the second baby, or may not have an opportunity to get this other baby, because Harry's not going to go through. One thing he's not going to do is let her go through another surrogacy again. If she legitimately gets pregnant, that's going to be different. But the surrogacy thing, if it's true that she had a surrogate, he's not going to go along with it this time. They're going for it right now. There's going to be a lot of hard feelings between her and the royal family, and Harry is going to be caught up in it. He's going to feel he's in hell because his family's pissed off at him, and his wife's not happy again. And her solution is to leave, go back to Canada, where she feels she can make some money and tie in with some network and get people to help her build her brand. I think that's not going to work. I think they're going to work, but they're not going to be on the level that they want to be, because once they leave the royal family, they lose the status and the privilege of people really wanting to be interested in them. Yes, someone might write a story about her, or might write a book about her. She may do a couple of interviews, but she will never ever reach the status she really wants to reach without the royal family really in her corner. It's just not going to happen. So a lot of people are going to lose interest in her, and so the money, the independently wealthy, is not going to work for her. They may make money, a living, but it will not be what she wanted. And that's going to, all the stress. Sometimes even when you want to leave your family and you choose your wife over your family, it still causes issues and regret. And so it's just not going to work out between them. But the good thing is that Harry can always go back to his family. He divorced her in a year or two, whatever. His family will welcome him back to the family whenever. They love him. And so I don't think that's ever going to be a problem. It's the issue of those two, the dynamics of those two, that is causing the issues. They don't belong together. It's oil and water kind of sort of thing. So anyway, thank you all for coming by again. And I've been out of commission for a little bit. I got married, in September, and in November we went on our honeymoon in Mexico. And then, then there was Thanksgiving, and there was Christmas, and there was New Year's, and there was the impeachments here with Donald Trump. Now we got this little war going on with Iran. I've been busy, and but now I'm back, and I should be doing a load reading each week. And so come back and join me, because there's always something to talk about, people. And I miss you, and I will talk to you real soon. Peace.